our book is on page 112, and let's explain the ideas which we have in this page, and then I will go back to the book in order to apply what we talked about. Today, grade 1B, we are going to talk about the pronunciation of long A. Do you remember when we talked about long E? I said to you, okay, look at the board because I will explain on it. When we talked about long E, I said to you that when we have double E in a word, we pronounce it double E. In the word, we pronounce it E. Okay, when we have double E in the word, we pronounce it E. Double E, the pronunciation is E. Yes, E. When we have double E, two letters, we pronounce them as one letter. Two letters, I pronounce them as one letter. And this sentence, put it in your mind. Okay, two letters, 2E, double E, I pronounce them as one letter. Today we want to talk about another letter. We call it long A, not long E. Okay, long A. Long A. Long A. When we have also like when we pronounced E, when we have two letters, which are they? A and Y, I pronounce it A. I pronounce it A. Okay? A-Y, A. A-Y, A. Okay? A. This is the pronunciation. A. Okay? A-Y. We pronounce two letters, we pronounce them as one letter. Two letters, A-Y, I pronounce them as one letter, which is A. This is the pronunciation of the two letters, A. You say long A. In the name, we call it long A. In the pronunciation, it's A. Okay? And when I see A-Y in the word, I pronounce it A. Like in the word, say, S, then I will put A-Y. You say, okay, say. Another one, for example, we have the word day. Yes, this is D, then I will put A-Y. We pronounce them day, okay? Say and day. I have also other two letters. Two letters also, I pronounce them A. I pronounce them A. A-I, not only A-Y. A-Y, A-I, I pronounce them A. A-I and A-Y and A-I, I pronounce them A. I pronounce them A. A-Y and A-I, I pronounce them A. Okay? Here, I said say, I said day. Here, I will put snail. You know the meaning of snail, yes? Snail is an insect which walks on the trees. You see them, you see it on the tree, and it walks slowly. Okay, snail, A, snail. Okay, snail. Put L at the end of the word. Yes? Yes, also I have the word paint. Paint, okay, paint. What's the meaning of paint? Paint, it's like draw. Draw, yes? It's like paint. I will put P, then I will put A-I, then I will put N-T. All these letters, A-Y, A-I, have the same pronunciation, A. Okay, this is say, this is snail. Say, snail. لاحظتوا? Say, snail. You notice this? A-Y, A-I have the same pronunciation. You say for me, Ms. Hadir, how can I make a difference between them? How can I difference if this word I have to put A-Y in it or A-I? I know that A-Y, A-I have the same pronunciation. This is easy, okay? A-Y and A-I have the same pronunciation, which is A. But Miss Hadil wants us to memorize all the words. Where can I put AY? Where can I put AI? This is how can I differentiate between them. This is how can I know the difference between them. This doesn't mean that I want you to memorize all the words in English language. No, I want you only to memorize the words which we have on page 112. Only these words. Which words have AY? Which words have AI? Which words have AY? Which words have AI? Yes, both of them have the same pronunciation, but both of them have the same pronunciation, but which word have AI? Which word have AY? This is what Mrs. Hadil wants. I want to differentiate between them. I want to make a difference. Which words spell AY? Which words spell AI? Yes, and now I will give you simple way in order to know where I put AY, where I put AI. Look, for example, I have the word play. I will write PL, then I will open two spaces. Yes, I have the word say, S, two spaces. I have the word snail, SN, two spaces, then I have L. Yes, then I have the word paint, P, two spaces, then I have NT. Now I ask you, I wrote these words on the board and I ask you to write here in these spaces, AY or AI. Okay, I will write them. AY, I want to write AY or AI. This is what Ms. Hadil asked us to do. Yes, what can I do now? You look at the word, yeah, grade 1B. If the two spaces at the end of the word, you put AI. Okay? If the two spaces at the end of the word, no word after it, no letter after it, no letter. Okay? The two spaces are at the end of the word. Nothing after it, no letter after it, you put AY. Yes? The same with the word, the second word here, say. I see S, space, but then we don't have any letter. If you don't have any letter, you have to put A and Y. Say. Now, number 3, you have the word snail. S, N, space, and then you have L. When you have two spaces in the middle of the word, you put AI, not AY. Okay, snail. Here I have L at the end of the word. I have L, you see? Okay, when you have letter, you don't put AY. You don't put AY at all. The last one, paint. Also P, space, then we have NT. When you have two letters at the end of the word, and when the spaces are in the middle, you put AI. I will repeat. I put some words on the board and I asked you to write AY or AI. You look at the word. If you see, you can't put the letters according to pronunciation at all because both of them the same pronunciation. Now, you look at the word. If the spaces at the end of the word, you put AY. If the spaces at the end of the word, you put AY. If the spaces are in the middle of the word, okay, you put AI. If the space is in the middle of the word, you put AI. Now I will ask you to go to page 112, please. I have 3 lines in the yellow rectangle. I will read the 3 lines for you, and then I will ask you to tell me what are the words that have A. What are the words that have A, and whether these words are AI or AY. This is in question number 1. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. All the children want to play. I will repeat. Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day. All the children want to play. Now the question will be for Reem. Open your mic, Reem. And tell me, miss, in line number 1 or in the first line, what are the words that have A? What are the words that have
Rain.
rain? Great. We have another one. Yell. Reem.
Away.
Away. Excellent. Thank you very much. Close your mic. Reem said to us that in the first line we have words with the pronunciation A. Okay. The first one here, rain, A-I. The second one here, also rain, A-I. Third one here, away, A-Y. If you look at the first one, at the second word, you can see that A-I in the middle of the word. Away, A-Y at the end of the word. And this is what I explained on the board. I will go now to, I will ask now, Abdulrahman, open your mic and tell me in the second line I have come again some other day. What are the words that I have in this sentence and have A?
Rain.
Come again some other day.
Come again.
Again. And we have another one, which is?
Day.
Day. Excellent. Thank you very much. Close your mic. Abdulrahman said for us that in line number 2, we have also 2 words, again and day. If you look at the first one here again, you can see A-I, it's in the middle of the word, while day, A-Y, at the end of the word. Now line number 3, it's for Ahmad Tariq. Yalla ya Ahmad, open your mic and tell me, number 3, all the children, line number 3, all the children want to play. What is the word that have the...
Miss me no understand page.
Page 112. Quickly, mom. Yes? What you say, number 3, all the children want to play. Where is the word that have A? All the children want to play.
Pen.
Yes?
Pen. Play.
Play, yes, play, thank you. Play is the third word in the third line that it has A-Y, it has the pronunciation A, okay? And it is at the end of the word. Now in number 2, question number 2, I have words. Look at the words, which we have in the book on page 112. Look at the pictures and write. You have 1 minute to solve it. You have to write A-I or A-Y. A-I or A-Y. I will write the words on the board and then I will ask you to solve them. The first one, look at the picture. The pictures will help you, okay? R spaces N-Y. Number 2, or number 1 also, because we have another word, D space. Number 2, I have P space N-T. And I have S-N space L. Now number 3, I have P-L space, and you have also T-R space N. And these are the words that I want you to memorize them. These are the words. Where I put A-Y, where I put A-I. I will go now to Lohana. Lohana, open your mic. Thank you, Mom. Say for me, first one, R space and Y. What is the word يا لوهانا؟
الدرس ده لعبة شكله.
No, primero.
What is the word؟
play.
يلا لوهانا ماما.
Rain.
Rain.
Rainy. What do you put in the spaces? AI or AY?
AI.
What?
Right?
A.
A. I put AI because the spaces are in the middle of the word. Thank you. Close your mic. ونروح لعند يوسف مهران. يوسف. يلا يوسف.
What, miss?
يلا miss.
What?
The second word. Lohana said rainy. The second word what? Rainy what? Rainy.
Play.
Not play, mama. Rainy what? Rainy day. Rainy day. I put AY or AI. AY or AI. AY. Thank you very much. AY. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Yusuf. Now I will go to Yusuf. Isam, open your mic and tell me number 2. Also, what is the word?
Paint.
What do you put here? AI or AY?
AI.
AI, great. Because we have spaces in the middle of the word. Excellent.
AI. كتاب ده بس نكتبه AI مش AY.
Mustafa, open your mic. Tell me the second word in the second sentence, which is snail. What I put, AI or AY? Snail. What I put, AI or AY?
AI.
AI, excellent. The spaces are in the middle of the sentence, in the middle of the word, then I put AI. Now I will go to Lamar. Lamar, open your mic. Number 3, we have the word clay. Clay, what I put, AY or AI?
AI.
AY, excellent. Where are the spaces, in the middle or at the end?
End.
A at the end of the sentence. And now I will go to Abdullah. Open your mic, Abdullah. And tell me the last word, train. What I put in the spaces, AI or AY? AI or AY? Farida, open your mic, Farida. Yalla, close your mic. Farida, train. What I put in the spaces, AI or AY?
AI.
AI, excellent. I want to ask you, is the spaces, or are the spaces, sorry, in the middle of the word or at the end of the word, Mama?
In the middle.
In the middle, excellent. Thank you very much. By this, I finished my lesson. Before I go to ask you some questions from Unit 7, I want to repeat quickly what I talked about today. I talked about the pronunciation of long A. I said to you that you pronounce it A, but I have 4 letters, each 2 with each other. If I have AY, I pronounce it A. If I have AI, I pronounce it A. You say for me, Miss, how can I make a difference between them? How can I know where I put AY, where I put AI? You said to us, okay, the same pronunciation, this is I understand. Okay, both of them will pronounce it A. Hey, فهمناها. But where can I put AI? Where can I put AY? If you see spaces at the end of the word, you put AY. If you see spaces at the middle of the word or in the middle of the word, you put AI. Now I will ask Ahmed. I will ask Ahmed Khalid. Open your mic and tell me, when I go to the Finland, what can I do? They are sentences, we wrote them in the notebook if you remember. What I do in the fun land. I want to hear your voices, my student, not your parents' voices. يلا يا أحمد.
I showed all umbrella.
I said to you, what do you do in the fun land? What can you do in the fun land?
Mom, what do you do in the fun land?
Okay, Ahmed Tariq. Open your mic, Ahmed. Ahmed Tariq, open your mic. يلا يا أحمد.
I opened.
You opened? You didn't open.
Yes.
I will see. Okay. Open now. Yeah, okay. What can you do in the fun land, ya Ahmed? Give me one sentence.
Play.
Play with what?
Umbrella.
Play with umbrella in the fun land?
No. Play in the car. Plane. Train. Train.
Play with the train?
Train.
Abu Bakr with me today? Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr, open your mind, Abu Bakr. Mic, sorry. Open your mic, Abu Bakr.
Open.
Open your mic.
Open.
Okay, what can you do in the fun land? Do you remember 5 sentences? We wrote them in the notebook and I said to you that all these things I do in the fun land. What are things that you do in the fun land?
I drive a car.
I drive a car. Great boy, excellent. I drive a car. Can you give me, Mama, another sentence?
Yes. I play with I play a slide.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Excellent. I will go now to. I will ask. Close your mic, Abu Bakr. Great boy. I will go now to Hamza. Open your mic, Hamza. 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 Hamza.
What?
Okay, give me 2 vehicles that moves with motor engine or with motor power, sorry. Give me 2 vehicles that move with motor power. Thank you very much. I will go now to Dim Al Walid here. Dim Al Walid not here. Reem. Reem Kamal. Reem. Reem, give me 2 vehicles which moves by the motor power.
Car.
يلا يا ريم.
Car.
Car and what?
Underground train.
Underground train and what? And car? I want to ask you a question. Lift, Mama. Lift go up and down quickly or slowly? Fast or slowly?
Lift go up and down quickly or slowly? Quickly.
Quickly, thank you very much. Thanks for you and for your moms. Thank you. Now I will go to Rima Khaled. Thank you. Rima Khaled.
الله يلعن أبوك.
Rima, open your mic, Rima. Rima.
I open.
Okay, I want to ask you, give me 2 vehicles that moves by the people power. People power.
Nothing.
People power.
People power. I want people power.
What's the meaning of people power?
Play.
What?
Play.
I don't hear you. يعني انت لو على الاقل يعني if you open the camera I will see your lips. I can know what do you say. But no sound, no camera at all, Mama. Yes, talk now.
Play.
What?
Play.
Play? Mama, give me 2 vehicles that move by the people power. What's the relation of play here?
شديد.
Okay, thank you very much. Next time we will continue, or I will continue with the next students. Please concentrate more only. This is what I want. Yes, thank you very much. See you next time. Don't forget your homework if you have homework in the worksheet, sorry, in the weekly plan. See you next time. Love you all. Goodbye, grade 1B.
Bye.